What is up, you legends? My name is BlindedMarksman, and today I kind of want to talk about aging and gaming. It's something that's been on my mind probably like the past month or so. My birthday's coming up. My birthday's probably about 2, 3 weeks away, and it's just another candle added to the birthday cake. But lately, when I've been gaming, and I don't know if it's me, I don't know what the case may be, but I just feel like my reaction time when it comes to certain games is just isn't there anymore. And you know, it's not a bad thing. It just means I'm getting older. I'm dealing with my own personal stuff now. Live with my girlfriend, have a job, and I go to school. So you know, playing X amount of hours just isn't a luxury anymore. And it's just got me thinking like, when do you kind of call it? I want to say call it quits because I think gaming is always going to be a part of my life, and it's obviously something that I want to build a career around, and not so much just the competitive side, just being more on the journalism side of gaming. But it's got me thinking like when is it? When can I just put them up and not really worry about my win loss ratio, my KD ratio, or anything like that. Personally, I'm still very competitive when it comes to playing games. I still don't like to lose. I still feel like I can outperform anyone in a given situation. But the more I start noticing, the more I realize, I'm just getting outplayed in certain scenarios, and it's whether or not it's lack of map awareness, or the person might just be straight up better than me. And I'm sorry for the siren in the background. I live in New York, so this siren's coming out every couple couple of minutes. But it just got me thinking. Is it just when is the cutoff point basically? And I've been looking online, and I know I saw a video probably a few days ago from Scumpy, Optic Scumpy, and he was doing a video about kind of like a reaction test. And I took the test, and I think the average is 215 milliseconds is the average person, and the leaderboard has people at 100 milliseconds, and so on and so forth. And I took the test twice. The first time I scored 251, something like that, around there, and I was like, damn, that's really bad. The reaction time must be like god awful right now. So then I was like, that can't be right. I can't be that far bad. And then I took it again, and I shaped it down to about 211. So I'm just barely at the average right now. Um, so maybe there's some truth to it. Like after you reach a certain age, your reaction time isn't there anymore. And I know when it comes to people playing competitively, I personally never had that like real competitive background. I did play competitively, on game battles, and really the only highlight that I have of winning anything was back when Halo 3 came out, and there was a local event during the Halo 3's launch, and Best Buy was hosting this tournament, and I remember it being about 2 weeks to qualify, like qualification stuff. You just basically played Rumble against people around the community, and the day of the release, there was this big like launch event in New York City, around Times Square, and Best Buy was holding this. After the qualifications, they held a like little tournament that same day, and the prize money was $4,000. And I ended up winning that. A copy, or a special edition copy of Halo 3, along with a copy of Halo 3, a couple of memorabilia's, a book, an autograph book by the Bungie staff, and I think an action figure. I mean, it's been a long time ago since that happened, but that was really like my biggest highlight of winning anything competitively. And since that time on, I kind of just played, just on game battles, things like that. I never really traveled around and played for money. But thinking back in the past year or so, watching competitive multiplayer with Call of Duty. It's really the only one I really watch. So seeing people like I really watch the like the Optic channels. So Nate Shot and Big Timer, them coming off like retirement, and I'm doing air quotes right now because, a lot of people give people flack on the competitive side, like, oh, playing a video game um, is not really, a sport per se, but and when they announced their retirement, I kind of thought the same way. I was like, yeah, you're playing video games. Like, what's there to retire about? But just to put that much amount of man hours into one particular game and master it, and solely live and breathe, for them, Call of Duty, really, really, wears down on you. And me personally, I kind of grinded out just a little bit about every little game, and for the past year and a half, almost 2 years, I've been grinding out a lot of Destiny. And I was really, really good at it when it first came out, and I feel like I was, you know, probably, I think if I look back at it, I was probably like top 3, top 2% of the Destiny Crucible players. I think now that clearly dropped, but I don't know what it was. It was probably like in the past month or so. I just feel like things aren't clicking for me, and it just got me wondering, like, when what happened, like what's making me kind of lose, I guess, my edge or my skill that I had when it comes to Destiny. And not only that, like I've been playing Call of Duty lately, and granted I had a really late start to it, so I'm trying to play catch up with Call of Duty, learning the maps, learning the routes, learning choke points. But Call of Duty was something that I was always able to pick up and play and perform well. I didn't play Ghost, and I didn't play Advanced Warfare, so that might be the reason why it's taken me a little bit to get in my comfort level. But before those games, I think the highest win-loss I had and KD I had was with Black Ops 1. And I think my win-loss was around maybe like a 3. And I was a solo player, and I've been a solo player pretty much my whole life. And I know my KD was the highest in Black Ops 1, and that was about a 4.5. And any other Call of Duty games, I think my KD was probably like low 3s. My win-loss was probably like a 1.5 around there. But now, it's a struggle. My KD right now for Black Ops 3 is almost a 2. It's like a 1.94, 95 around there. And my win-loss is barely a 1 right now. So it could be a couple of different things. But honestly, I just feel like I don't have the commitment to grind out a particular game anymore. And it's just life. Like I said, I have responsibilities now. My girlfriend and I are living together, and there's just different things around me that consumes more of my time. And it's just, like I said, it's just something I've been thinking about. Will I ever be able to get this kind of like fire back? Maybe. I don't know. According to the stats that I was looking up, once you hit 24 years old, 25 years old, you're basically at your peak, and everything after that goes downhill. And I'm turning 32 in a couple of weeks. So if that's the case, man, I'm an old fart when it comes to playing video games competitively. But it's just something that's been on my mind, something that I wonder for the older gamers out there, something that crosses your mind every now and then, especially if you're someone who plays competitively. And like I said, it doesn't have to be anything big. It's just competitive against yourself, because I'm very competitive against myself. I try to push myself to be the best that I could be playing any particular game. But I just noticed lately, I don't have it anymore to keep grinding out games and map and starting learning different maps. I don't have it in me anymore. I kind of like just to play for fun, and not for nothing, playing for fun it's a soothing experience. I played Iron Banner yesterday for Destiny, and I had maybe 1 or 2 good games out of like the 5 that I played, and that's fine. I think a couple of months ago or even a year ago that might have bothered me. I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna keep grinding out and kick someone's ass while I'm playing this game. But now it's kind of like, what? I'll put in a couple of hours, an hour or 2 of playing, and whatever happens, and then I'll just get back to my normal life. But that's just something I've been thinking about. Um, Let me know in the comments below if that's anything that crossed your mind. Um, do you relate to me? Relate with what I'm saying? Is it something that you're wondering is going to happen to you? So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Leave a like if you feel like it was worth one, and subscribe if you haven't already. It definitely help my channel grow. And until next time, guys. Cheers.